What's up, everybody? We are starting our first sword hunt. We were looking for Rookity on Bird Week, but that was because of Bird Week. We're actually going to be sticking to the outskirts of Motostoke, and then we're going to see which shiny we can get from there. I'm hoping for a shiny coffin. Hey Correa, how you doing? Cool. What are you doing on sword? I will be doing some Dynamax adventures, but not today. Oh, this dang coffin got levitate. Is this Route 8? I think it's just the outskirts. Motostoke outskirts. My Ivysaur is too weak to fight yet. Problem, correct? Uh, Yeah, I'll get rid of Razor Leaf. Wish. No. No wishes. I already have in this game a shiny Noctowl, so I'm not going to be encountering any of them. I'll Leech Seed this one. Probably not gonna be for the best. I don't know if we'll ever see the true forms of these fossil Pokemon in a future game. Which saddens me, because I would have loved an electric raptor. The Dunkleo will look cool too. In the front half of the Stego. But we'll see. We'll see what Game Freak decides to do. A long drive to the Poke Center. Get in there. Oh, cool. Yeah, camping's cool in this game. I think camping in this game might even be better than it is in having picnics in Scarlet and Violet. Hey Austin, welcome in. Yeah, I actually started shiny hunting this way in Sword before I started streaming. On Route 1, I got shiny Skwovet. Route 2, I got Choodle. Route 3 was... What was Route 3? Oh, the Pancham. Galarmine was Diglett. Route 4 was Meowth. Route 5 was Stuffle. The second Galarmine was Scraggy. And now we're here at the outskirts.
Finally with you, my lover and my friend. Safe on this journey of ours. The dark side of love is a cold and empty place. We don't have the answers, it's like tumbling through space. But now we're moving
Coughing
through the
is my
darkness. We're
number
moving
one
so
target for this area.
we're
But if coughing stops
out
spawning for any reason, I will check
we're
other Pokemon
asking
like
how to be.
Hatterene,
We're moving
um,
through the darkness. We're moving in
Sudowoodo.
slow motion. We're trying to beat these demons, even if they are not real.
Like I said, we got a shiny Noctowl. I did a Wonder Trade a long time ago.
Hold me
I got a
close,
shiny Hoot Hoot from it,
stronger together.
which I evolved, so I don't have to bother
We'll
checking
throw
them.
out magic spells. We'll laugh and cry and talk about it all until there is nothing left to tell. Dark side of love is a cold and lonely place. We don't have the answers, it's like tumbling through space, but we're moving in the darkness, moving in slow motion, trying to beat these demons.
And we do have the shiny charm.
Even if
Bastard.
they are not real. And so it ends. And so it ends. And so it ends for us here. We took a chance. Nothing holds. You'll be right, darling. Just grow old. And so it ends.
Hey King Saris, how are you?
For me,
Doing alright, doing better than yesterday.
did my best, darling. Your
We're
eyes.
just doing some casual shiny hunting and sword today.
And so it ends. And so it ends. And so it ends.
This song is weird.
Here
I think I've said that before when it came on last time.
in pain.
I'm doing good myself. I'm just waiting for 3 new plushies. Oh, which plushies did you order?
There was nothing for us, no, nothing here.
Alright, I don't see any more coughing, so... Hatina, Hatna, Hatna. What's up, 44 Sword? Yeah, I play a variety of games. Oh crap. Today we're just doing some casual shiny hunting and sword. I do play Scarlet. I don't have Violet. I was playing Scarlet earlier today. I just haven't started streaming it yet because I'm working on getting the shiny charm and completing the decks. Pirate, Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's VR, Help Wanted, Twisted Bonnie from Bug Furnace, Post 1, Nightmare Bonnie from FNA F4. Cool, King Saris. I remember when Five Nights at Freddy's first came out, I thought there was a nurse here to heal you, but I think that's at the first Orborg mine. But anyway, when Five Nights at Freddy's first came out, the first series of plushies, Foxy, Bonnie, Freddy, and Chica, I got their plushies. Thank you, 44 Sword. Craggy, you're never gonna catch up if you gotta pull up your pants, which is actually your skin. Alright, so I guess I gotta go all the way to the Pokemon Center if I want to revive Ivy Storm. I am mad Mama Luigi is not watching this. Oh, why? Sure, Mama Luigi's gotta go through some Luigi combos on other arenas and such. And that feather. Coughing's back. I think I'm just gonna put Charles in the front to make things go by quicker. Ivysaur can get the secondary XP. Hey Ice Queen, welcome in. Ice Queen, you came in at the perfect time. The song that you sang and sent over to me is playing right now. Just kidding. Ice did not sing the song. Dang it. Facts. I always give them a hard time, just like his Luigi comments. Lastly, what is your my most disliked generation from Pokemon? I have to say the Alola region was probably my most disliked generation. Yeah, I bet you were. I'm just messing with you. Although I might have to no, I don't want to say that the Alola region was my least favorite generation, because I love Team Skull. The storylines were pretty good in the game. I'm not a fan of Gen 4, so I'm gonna go with Gen 4. Gen 4 is gonna be my least favorite. Not a fan of the Sinnoh region. Absolutely hated the remake. I love Giratina, I love Dialga, I love Palkia, and I love Garchomp. Can't say that I care for any of the other Pokemon from that generation. Piplup is my least favorite of from that generation for the starters. Gen 4 just doesn't stand out for me. Gen 1, of course, is the OG generation. So, obviously not gonna hate that. I love over 75% of the Pokemon from it. These are random encounter here. Ooh, I'd love to get a shiny Ponyard. The Johto region. I loved Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I thought that was a great game. I love Houndoom, Steelix, Scizor. Skarmory. And Gen 3 was amazing. Great storyline. The two teams were really good. The legendaries were awesome. Gen 4, I didn't care for Team Galactic. Cyrus was the only one I took seriously. And it didn't pick up for me until the end when you see Dialga and Palkia and Giratina. And then Gen 5 is my absolute favorite. I love the Unova region, all the music, almost every Pokemon they made in it. Team Plasma was like the most serious, probably the darkest. That's what I like about Pokemon Sword. I should say that's what I like about Pokemon 44 Sword, because we're actually playing Sword. But I like that not everybody says what the best generation is right now. Everyone has their own opinion on their favorite generation. There's not one best generation, so to speak. And I know Gen 4 is one of the popular choices. By the way, what nature is this Ivysaur? You got a shiny Zamazenta out of GameStop and traded it for shiny Zorark?
We fall apart. You break my heart. I say I don't need you anymore. I'm all
Speed down, attack up. We're gonna be a physical attack. These owls need to get off of me. I don't need any knocked out. Are you asking what I have for shinies, Donut? Because if you are, I have shiny Skwovet, shiny Choodle, whatever the Choodle's evolution is, I forgot. Dreadmaw, shiny Scraggy, shiny Stuffle, Dugtrio, Berserker. I think that's it for now. Saved his life. Out. Oh, come on. Let's see, after Gen 5, Gen 6 was really good. Kalos region. I love the whole DS aspect, 3DS. The whole comic book shop that I was playing, we were all playing. We had enough people playing to where we were able to make our own Pokemon League, which is something that I do want to do in the stream's future, in the server's future. I do want to have our very own Pokemon League, where we have our own gym leaders, our own Elite Four, pretty much our own region. And we can organize players battling between Sword, Shield, Scarlet, and Violet. But the channel needs to grow a bit more before I can do stuff like that. One sand attack and the whole world goes blind. Finally. Hey, Coffee, how's it going? John J. Baldwin. Too many owls for my taste. Leave me alone. The only thing I didn't like about Kalos was Team Flare. To me, Team Flare was almost like just a reskinned Team Galactic. I don't really care much about Xerneas, but I thought Yalta was cool. Greninja was a great starter. But Lumioso City, man, let me tell you. Can't tell you how many times I got lost in that city. Then we had Gen 7, the Alola region. It was okay, but I don't know. We're just gonna run from the knockdown. Then after Sun and Moon, we got Sword and Shield, which I really liked. I didn't have much complaints about the game other than the graphics of the wild area, but it was their experiment. The wild area was a big experiment by Game Freak. It enabled them to emphasize on it, like in pretty much almost 90% of Scarlet and Violet is a giant wild area. Team Yell was just boring because they were just Marnie simp. But I like the gym leaders, I like the music, I like the atmosphere. Oh, I didn't know Impidimp was here. Ice Queen's glad that they got rid of the routes. I kind of miss them, to be honest, because I think the routes are definitely more detailed. Like, I forgot the name of the forest, but the fairy mushroom forest in this game is like one of the most beautiful areas I've ever seen. However, I did not care for the DLC at all in this game. other than the Dynamax Adventures. Ice Queen don't like rules. She don't like being linear. She's like, I go where I want. Her first day playing Scarlet and Violet, she's like, I'll be damned if my Koraidon or whatever the Violet's one is called. I'm gonna jump up on this hill and suddenly all the Pokemon are like level 50. What am I gonna do? Alright, I'm gonna go back and heal so these owls will just disappear altogether. Oh, wait, there's a Koffing up here. Ice Queen, I know that happened because it also happened to me. You know when you pull up the map and it will show like 4 Pokemon that are nearby? When I did that, I think it was I was looking for a Slakoth. And this is before I knew that they were in trees. And according to the map, it was like up on a hill that I was below. So I was literally trying to do these tricky jumps to get up there. And I did, and then like all the Pokemon up there were like 15 levels ahead of my starter. And then I'm like, I can't be here right now. It wouldn't even like, every Pokemon that I tried to catch immediately broke out their Pokeball. Even when their health was like red. So yeah, you could go almost anywhere in the game from the get-go. But you were still kind of forced to go to start off in one of 3 areas. Oh yeah, level scaling would have been great.
Got a lot to be thankful for. A lot to be thankful. I've got a lot to.
I cannot stand listening to that song anymore. Yep. I kind of did that with I did that with 2 Team Star members and the Ghost Gym. I guess I did them in the wrong order and I just swept all of them. But it made sense because then like the water type gym leader and one of the Team Star members that I fought, I was like, dang, that battle was harder than I thought it was. And then I go back to the areas where I should have gone and everything is like 5 levels beneath me. I'm like, oh, I guess that's why the level jumped so much. Because I was actually supposed to go here after going through the desert after fighting Great Tusk. Whatever that thing's called. Yep. Is Tears of the Kingdom like that? Because I remember Breath of the Wild, I know you were limited to where you could go because you needed the paraglider, and then you needed like you needed warmth to go to the snow. So there was still a certain way that you had to go to acquire certain things to be able to. That's where I stopped. I got it. I did the 3 shrines. I got the paraglider. Then I think I went to the Great Bridge, the Hyrule Bridge, or whatever it's called. There's a dragon in the sky. I think I was supposed to meet Impa, and I never picked it up after that.
Say I won't do it, I won't do it. I'm making my girl then my wife. Oh yeah, I'ma do it, I'ma do it. Mama words, don't forget this night.
That's how I play, like games like that. I want to reveal the whole map before I actually dig into the main story. I did that with every Fallout game, Dragon Age, as much as it let me. Dragon Age is a little bit more linear than Fallout, but still had its open world mechanics. I will play Breath of the Wild on stream and pick up where I left off. Because for my monthly themes, I do have a Legend of Zelda theme in there. So if the randomizer ever picks that for the first week of the month, then I'll definitely be streaming that. So I've played Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Dragon Age Inquisition, which is the 3rd one. I think the first one is still the best. Then the 3rd one, and then the 2nd one is like... Second one is mid at best. The biggest problem I have with the 2nd one is you pretty much... Most of the game takes place in a giant city called Kirkwall. Why does this keep avoiding Leech Seed? I just want some help. And I don't like cityscapes. So like almost every mission, every quest I had to do was just recycled city maps. A few times they let you go out into the wild for certain things, but it was always the same map, just different enemies for different quests. So that was my biggest disappointment for Dragon Age 2. Whereas in Inquisition and the original Dragon Age, they had large open world maps. All kinds of different biomes. As opposed to just it all taking place in a city. They also changed the dynamics of the game too, like kind of like in the first game, you pretty much select an enemy and then your character will attack the enemy until you give it another command, like real-time strategy. But then in the second game, they changed it from real-time strategy to like more of an action hack and slash, which definitely made combat more exciting. And then in the third game, they kind of do both. you can still have your characters automatically go attack an enemy, but you also have to like mash the attack button in order to keep attacking. Ice Queen, do you think we're ever going to see the correct combinations of the fossil Pokemon in later generations? Yeah, I don't think so either, unfortunately. I also have a feeling that Pokemon might stop new generations at Generation 10. I just have a gut feeling that Generation 10 is going to be like the last core Pokemon game. And then everything else after that will just be like Legends or spin-offs or remakes. Until a new console comes out. But I don't see Nintendo working on a new console anytime soon. They would have to have some really hardcore technology. I know Nintendo's biggest like gimmick is their portability. Whereas Xbox and Sony, or Microsoft and Sony, just rely more on their graphics power and engines. But I would have loved to have the Electric Raptor, his full body. I think he would have been cool. And I assume he would have been Electric Rock, since every fossil has to have the rock typing, according to tradition. I could see them doing 1150. 1000 and then 150. I can see them doing. That's my gut instinct. But they could do they could keep going past Generation 10. They can do a ton. And I've seen some content creators on Instagram when they make like their own Pokemon regions and their fake Pokemon, the Fakeamon. Like there's one that takes place in like Norway, where a lot of the Pokemon are based on Norwegian lore. And then I seen an Egyptian one. The Egyptian one is amazing because I really like Egyptian history. Then there's a Canadian one. some of the fan-made Pokemon look 10 times better than the newer generation Pokemon.
Tell me where I belong. I've been searching all night. Walking these streets, it's amazing midnight.
Eventually, I'm going to do, it's probably going to be in like multiple streams, because I don't know how long this would actually take, but I'm going to rate the entire Pokédex. And I would start the stream at the very bottom. I would talk about the Pokemon that I hate or dislike the most, then I'll give my reasons why. Then I'll work my way all the way to the top. So I was thinking I'd probably do like 100 Pokemon at a time and break it into 10 different videos. But I would kind of group the evolutions together. So like if I'm talking about Charizard, I'm also going to be talking about Charmander and Charmeleon at the same time. So I'm not going to rank like Charmander over or under Charizard. They're all just being like the Charizard rank, the Charizard line as a whole.
You say it's all my fault. I walked away from it all.
Dunkleo is almost down for the count. Hey Sax, how's it going? But I said this yesterday, and I've said this on past streams too. I'd like a Pokemon game where you actually play as like a villain or like an anti-villain. Maybe a Team Rocket member, and then as you progress, you find out Team Rocket's not everything that you signed up for, and then you decide to disband. Or make it a Pokemon game where you make choices. Kind of like Mass Effect, Dragon Age, Fable, and your choices will affect the in-game world. God, none of these moves are like good against Coffin. Yeah, they were smart making each region based off a country or city, because especially for the people who live in those areas, they can really relate. And when you're designing the levels and the worlds as a whole, having a real life reference really can emphasize the detail of it being made. That emoji that Sax used reminds me of Courage the Cowardly Dog. God, so many owls. No matter who I encounter, Noctowl's just gonna be like, I'm gonna be the #1 spawn. Need to go back to Legends for your Shalpa Petalil. Yeah, you need to evolve it and have your shiny ballerina. Oh gosh, dang it. I do not want another shiny. I mean, I do need another shiny Scraggy for the line, but I don't want to get it so soon. The shiny Scraggy was the last shiny I got off stream in Sword when I was in the second Galar mine. I'm gonna go for the try to get the Shalpa Parasect next time I stream Legends. Since we got the Paris. I like how the Noctowl all fly in unison after every battle. What? I didn't take him out? I know Glade's special attack isn't the best. But I'm like 10 levels ahead of it, and it wasn't Fairy times 4 weak. Or Scraggy's times 4 weak against Fairy. Kind of embarrassed. Alright, Coffin. Exactly. Michael Carney knows what's up. Michael Carney is like the best Pokemon player on the planet. The champ is here. Fun fact, Mike actually sang this song. Yep, he's more of a physical attacker. Baby space special attack. You can't see me, my time is meow, 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 meow. This is Mike's favorite Pokemon right here, Sudowoodo. I wonder how long it would take Leafy Poop, Shit Pickle. I wonder how long it would actually take if you like made your own like Pokédex bingo card and you would travel the country, and I wonder how far you would have to go. If you ask everybody who their favorite Pokemon is, can you fill out the Pokedex completely with the name of a person? So like if someone says, oh, my favorite Pokemon's Ivysaur, then you'd write their name down next to Ivysaur. Then the next person you talk to, if they say Bulbasaur, then you write their name down. How long would it take, and how far would you have to travel? And there's also the possibility where there's just a Pokemon out there that nobody likes, period, that isn't their favorite Pokemon. Charizard! Everybody loves you, Charizard. Pikachu is a fake. You're the real mascot. See, that would ruin the experiment, Mike. We can't do that. We cannot corrupt science. Mike sang me this song at work today. Ice with the steam coming out of her nose. Not everybody. Did she just say A stands for asshole? Or am I just selectively hearing? Now we're in the 70s. My least favorite Pokemon, well, I would definitely have to do some more research about that. But I'll tell you a handful of them. Ice-Cube, Unknown, Spritzy's evolution, I forgot what it's called. Plusle, Minun, Volbeat, Illumise, Phione, so most likely it'll be one of them. What's wrong with Ice-Cube? Well, It looks ridiculous, especially once the ice cube on its head has melted or broken. It's like Sword's version of Mimikyu. I just don't like it. I think its design is too similar to Prinplup. Now, I know Delibird's a penguin, and I don't really care for Delibird either, but at least Delibird is clearly a different species of penguin. Oh, thank you for healing me, Heavy. What's everyone's favorite water starter? Let's see, we'll start with Blastoise. Blastoise versus... Oh, alright, I already have my answer. Feraligatr. Feraligatr over everything. Have you found any shinies yet? Not on the stream. We have not found any shinies on this stream today, narrator. I'm blind. I thought this rock was a Chansey for a second. I keep seeing Chansey because I've been trying to complete the Pokédex, the Paldean Pokédex, and there's a spot where Chansey is common. So to level up the Mons, I've been just farming Chanseys all day. That rock is a Chansey. I've seen Chansey be spawning in Let's Go Eevee when I'm in the middle of a chain. I see Chanseys in the store when I'm working because town's full of fat bastards that carry eggs in their fat stomach sacks. Oh boy. Florida people just built different. Yep. You got your Chanseys, you got your Snorlaxes. Snorlaxes are the male versions of the Chanseys. Then you got your Scrafties, the punks who just walk around, pants to their ankles, just being social misfits. And you got your Feraligatrs on drugs and meth. Your true definition of Florida man. I think Coughing took a break from spawn. Oh, there he is. That's the shiny I want the most out of this area. I have never ever had a shiny Coughing in any Pokemon game I've owned. What was everybody's very first shiny Pokemon ever? For me, in Pokemon Platinum, I got a shiny Ponyta. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. Static spawns not included. I forgot about the Lake of Rage Gyarados. Trapinch and Pokemon Y. Shroomish and the original Sapphire. Shroomish is cool. Ew, why is it green? Flygon's green, so he just had a head start. I never had a shiny in Generation 1 until Let's Go Eevee. That game, Let's Go Eevee, was like handing out shinies left and right. One time I had a shiny Rattata and a shiny Jigglypuff on the screen at the same time. But let me tell you, shiny hunting in that game is probably the most stressful because they can run away from you. Especially if you're not good like me with using the Joy-Cons to catch Pokemon. That's probably why I'm not going to stream Let's Go Eevee, because I did all my shiny hunting in handheld mode, so I won't have to aim with the Joy-Cons themselves. Otherwise, I'm going to be failing shinies left and right. Do I want Rain Dance? No. Then in Heart Gold, I got a shiny Caterpie. I don't think I had any shinies in Generation 3. I got a shiny, what's that dog called? Lillipup. I had a shiny Lillipup in black. First shiny in X was Mime Jr. And then I ran into shiny Caterpie. The first Caterpie I ran into playing Sun was shiny. So like literally my second Pokemon in the game was a shiny Pokemon. son. And here in Sword, I never ran into a shiny Pokemon until I was actively shiny hunting. It was a Squirrel, but I had hatched the shiny Grookey way before that. I think it took me 834 eggs for that. It literally felt like a year that I was trying to hatch Scorbunny. I think it was over 2,000 eggs for Scorbunny. And then Sobble I got like in 300 something. And I have yet, to my knowledge, to catch a shiny. Oh no, I'm lying. Stonejourner. Stonejourner was my first shiny in Scarlet. Just cut the dang tree. Dang KO. Hey Hakeem, how's it going? Hakeem, do you have a favorite Pokemon? Oh, I see you got Kyurem avatar. Look at him creep low to the ground. So if they make a black and white remake, do you think they're gonna like somehow combine it with Black and White 2? Charizard. Charizard! Ah. Charizard is my favorite fire starter.
You say it's too late, you got inside my head, it doesn't hurt me anymore. I want you, don't want you to leave, you stay with me. I want you, don't want you to leave, you stay with me. I want you, 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 you have to know I want you.
Are the Gen 4 remakes based off of Platinum or Diamond Pearl? Good question. Was Giratina was not even in Diamond and Pearl, correct? He didn't show up until Platinum, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Giratina was not present in the regular Pearl or Diamond. Yeah, because I don't think the Distortion World was around. If it was, you only fought Palkia or Dialga based on your version. I think it's just like in Black and White, Kyurem doesn't show up. You just fight Zekrom or Reshiram. And then in Black and White 2, that's when Kyurem makes an appearance. And then either fuses with one or the other, depending on. It's all thanks to Kyurem that we have Pokemon Infinite Fusion as a game. Now, I believe in Black and White 2, I got 8 badges, but then for whatever reason I stopped playing the game. And I never beat it. I guess I could always download an emulator for it. Where'd that dumb hat go? Leave me alone, Scraggy. You're just like a juice box, cause just give me your health, let me drink all your HP away, and I'll crunch you like a empty juice carton and then throw you away. So Charles can be back at full health. Oh, okay.
I'm just a boy, he said, in need of a role model. But just one more, they said, as they arrived at the bottom of the bottle. A loaded gun to my head, so I'm a little afraid to say. I can see you're busy, but
Alright, I'm gonna stop doing random encounters.
go down smoothly tonight like a snake, poison like a viper. I must you sink your fangs into me, running fast from the
If I can avoid it.
deep into the woods, and the bullets barely miss my feet.
I haven't seen Sock
Just one more, they said.
spawn since we started the stream. 'Cause I know he spawns here.
Lost its way when you said she'll find her own. Just 12 years old and yet you left her all alone. How will I eat if I am roaming on the street? It's hard to provide when all I do is hide. It may go down smoothly tonight like a snake, poison like a viper. Why must you sink your fangs into me, running fast from the wrath of my father, deep into the woods?
A human running around as a Pokemon. Zoroark. When I first saw Throw and Sock, my first thought was Ernie and Bert from Sesame Street in Karate Gear. Even though the colors don't exactly match up, that was my first thought. Ernie and Bert in Karate Gear. But I think Ice, they're actually mannequins. Or sparring dummies. Hey Choodle, we don't need you to shine either because I got the line for you. He bit me. Swords Dance? Maybe. Nah. I remember this. Are we in India? Agrabah? Egypt? Do I have any Assassin's Creed fans or players in the chat? Oh, they all leveled up at the same time. Let's go 1 versus 1. Orlandina, are you challenging me to a battle? Is that what you mean by that? Because if you are, I will have to decline because I'm just shiny hunting for the stream tonight. But I will be having streams where I will be battling Pokemon viewers in the future. And also in the Discord, I have a section dedicated to Pokemon if you ever want to schedule a challenge. But right now, I'm just shiny hunting. I like how Hatina's head is moving to the music. I could just stand there and watch Hatina bow her head to the music. I'm not a beginner, but I'm not an expert either. I'm not a pro. I am very mid when it comes to Pokemon. Casual. Casually mid. Hopping's back. Can't see. So far, this is my favorite song from the track that we were listening to. Nope, my favorite Sword Shield fossil, I forgot what he's called, but it's the electric raptor in the front with the Stegosaurus tail in the back. I don't understand almost nobody cares about Pokemon. What's that word after Pokemon? Boselier anymore? There are a few people watching live. I understand almost nobody cares about Pokemon Boselier anymore. Yeah, Dracozolt Ice Cream. Oh, I know a good number of people who still play and stream Pokemon Sword. No, people still do care about the game, Orlandina. I feel sorry for the, I think it's Dracovish, because that raptor's clearly, like, got a cold with the big old snot bubble coming from his nose. He's totally not having a good time being paired with an icy fish. I don't want a Aura Veil. Arctozolt, thanks Ice Cream. Oh, that's right. His like head is behind the tail. Probably the worst one. Damn, Noctowls. They keep coming. Imagine if Pokemon were real. Let's say you got two people having a Pokemon battle down the street and one of the Pokemon uses Surf. Even if there's no body of water around. So then suddenly, like, the whole area gets flooded with water. Pokemon battles would probably be illegal outside of arenas. But they would still probably happen. Just because it's illegal doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Sometimes because it's illegal, it makes it happen even more. Hey Landon Drawings, what's up? What's the surprise? I like surprises. Well, if they're a good surprise. Like, if it's a flat tire, that's not a good surprise at all. Give me a sec, I have to see if it will work. Okay, no problem. Oh, a raid? Landon Drawings raid? Oh, thank you. Oh, just use it once, please. No spamming, please. Just use it once. Grind the Gamer. Please, if you guys are raiding, just use the hashtag once. I appreciate the raid a lot, though. Thank you so much. But please, when you do raid, each person should only use the hashtag once. I will be able to see everybody. No problem, Landon. Like I said, I appreciate the raid. For those of you who've never been here before, my name's King Swamp. I do a lot of Pokemon content, Smash Brothers, play some retro games. I just like to create a good, healthy community. Oh, look, there's Stalk. Oi. I also try to I post shorts that are related to nature. I do a lot of hiking and outdoor activities, so I try to record my experiences there. But yeah, overall, welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for rating. In the future, and this goes for a lot of streamers, when you do raid, only use the hashtag once per person. They will see you, so you don't have to type it more than once. It could be considered spam, and it would definitely flood the chat. But again, I appreciate the raid. We're probably going to go for 20 more minutes. And then we'll be going on our raid ourselves if we have enough people. No problem. I was going to be playing Scarlet after the stream, Kristen, anyway, so. It's okay, Grind. No harm done. Just wanted to make you aware. But thank you for the raid a lot. You don't have to apologize for the raid, just the execution of it. Thank you so much for subbing. Again, I appreciate it. You're always welcome to hop in. User protect itself by drastically increasing defense. Go for that. What were you playing? What were you guys doing before you came to graciously raid us? You're playing Sonic World and Sonic Speed Simulator. Is that like Super Mario Maker but with Sonic? Mm-hmm. That's cool. Oh, I don't want Sock to fight Eevee. Eevee get beat up. I'll definitely check out. I actually go to your channel right now on my mobile. All right, I dropped you a sub as well, Grind. No problem. Yep, it is an uphill battle, but as long as you're persistent, you'll get there. Just don't give up. You'll have days that seem daunting. You'll have days that seem where you'll be asking yourself like, why am I doing this? I'm not accomplishing anything today. Just because it doesn't feel like you might have not accomplished anything today, eventually it will snowball, and then other people will see your content later on, even when you're not live anymore, and then YouTube will pick up on people's search algorithms and such, and as you keep being persistent with your streams, YouTube will share your content even more and more, which will lead to more people being able to watch it. It'll show up in their their YouTube feed and whatnot. So just keep at it, and you'll get there too. I literally had my 100 sub celebration a month ago, and I'm already at 250, 251. This is a very peaceful vibe song. Alright, in 8 minutes we'll be ending and we will be going on a raid ourselves. I do have a raid target selected and I'm pretty sure they'll be streaming still after we're finished. Let me drive away from these owls. I don't need any shiny knocked owls. Grind, if you're still there, are you excited for I keep forgetting the name of the Sonic game coming out later on, where 4 players could play at a time. Sonic Superstars, yep. I'm going to get that game. The only other Sonic games that I played the first Sonic, and I've never actually like tried to seriously play it past Green Hill Zone. And then for the GameCube, I had Sonic Adventure 2, which I loved. I loved that game. I 100%ed it. I had so many hours in it, raising the Chows or Chayos. I forgot how they're pronounced. Shadow the Hedgehog was really cool. So it was such a great game. But I will be getting Sonic Superstars. It's pronounced Chow. Alright, thank you, thank you. I'm glad I have people that I can depend on to be able to teach me or correct me how I say certain words or if it's lore I'm looking for. I know very little about the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, so it's good to have people who are very familiar with the games and titles as a whole. I know Eevee Queen, she grew up with Sonic. I was more Mario. I never owned any Sega consoles. Me too. I pretty much grew up with Mario. It doesn't look like we'll be pulling a shiny today, but I wasn't expecting to. Oh, cool, Pac-Man. I love the Pac-Man music. For the PlayStation, I had this, I think it was called Namco Museum, and it had a bunch of like different Pac-Man games as well as Dig Dug, and a lot of other games that Namco made. I really liked it. And Space Invaders, Centipede, all those classic arcade games from when I was a kid. But I never did spend that much time in the arcades because I think when I was like 5 years old, my parents got me a Game Boy and I didn't have to go out to play a video game. I could just play on the Game Boy. And when I would go to the arcade, I was hitting up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle or the X-Men arcade game, the Simpsons arcade game, pretty much any of those side-scrolling beat-em-ups. I was a big fan of those. Which reminds me, I have to finish the new Ninja Turtles that came out earlier this year. I still haven't finished it. I think I was like 75% done with it. I have so many unopened, unplayed, and unfinished games on my backlog. Hey Tony, thank you for representing corn. I like corn a lot. It's one of my favorite vegetables. It's worth it. If you are a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's definitely worth it. I do not want to learn Sweet Stint. And it's multiplayer too, so that's half the fun. Oh cool, I see in the for the stream avatars, Tony actually got the first Smash character that I've seen somebody get. He got Samus. Samus looks cool running around Pokemon. Alright, one more Pokemon after Sudowoodo and we'll call it a night. And then we will go on a raid ourselves. Hey Landon, I just saw your page since you were affiliated with Grind. So I just figured I'd sub to you as well. Alright, I guess this last Sudowoodo we're going to check. Let's see if he'll shine. No shine, no problem. Alright, so when we will be going on this raid, I do kindly ask, please do not spam my raid hashtag. Oh no, I'm out of seed bomb. Oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the raid target here. We're gonna go say hi to Azalea. She's doing a 4-year celebration. She's playing Super Mario Maker 2. We're gonna use the hashtag Swamp Swarm. And please only use it once. I'll see everybody on her channel. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Yeah, I'll do the hashtag first next time. We're going to use the hashtag Swamp Swarm. We're going to go to her channel. Thank you for the raid grind. Thank you, everybody who came in and spent time with me. You make shiny hunting more interesting. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you guys on Friday for Smash after saying hello to Azalea. Have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.